Alright, let's dive into something that's equal parts mind-bending and jaw-dropping, the Urwerk UR-100V Lightspeed Ceramic. Now, before you think this is just another watch review, let me stop you right there. This isn't just a timepiece, it's a philosophical statement wrapped in a ceramic case. And personally, I think that's what makes Urwerk so fascinating. They don't just tell time, they challenge how we perceive it. Here's the hook: imagine a watch that doesn't just show you the time, but also reminds you that the sunlight you see is already history. Yeah, let that sink in. The UR-100V Lightspeed Ceramic doesn't just track Earth's movement like its predecessors, it visualizes the time it takes for sunlight to reach the planets in our solar system. Mercury? 3.2 minutes. Earth? 8.3 minutes. Neptune? Over 4 hours. What makes this really interesting is how it shifts your perspective. It's not just a watch, it's a cosmic reminder of our place in the universe. Now, let's talk about the case. Urwerk didn't just settle for standard ceramic. Oh no, they had to go and create their own composite material, a blend of ceramic, glass, carbon fibers, and a white polymer matrix. Why? Because they wanted something that's not just scratch-resistant but also impact-resistant. And the result? A case that looks almost organic, with these subtle silver-gray striations that shift depending on the light. It's not glossy, it's not matte, it's somewhere in between. One thing that immediately stands out is how this material innovation isn't just for show. It's a technical achievement that adds to the watch's uniqueness. But let's get to the heart of it: the wandering hours mechanism. 3 rotating satellite cubes display the time, each traveling across a 120-degree arc before disappearing and handing off to the next hour. It's a system that's become iconic for Urwerk, but here's where it gets wild: alongside the hours, there's a small blue and green hand representing a photon. This hand completes a full turn in 3 hours, marking the time it takes for sunlight to reach each planet. In my opinion, this is where Urwerk's genius shines. They've taken a scientific fact and turned it into a mechanical story. It's poetic, it's ambitious, and it's completely unnecessary, which is exactly why it's so captivating. What many people don't realize is that this watch isn't just about telling time, it's about provoking thought. When you look at the dial, you're not just checking the hour, you're reminded that everything we see in the universe is already history. That sunlight hitting Earth? It left the sun over 8 minutes ago. If you take a step back and think about it, this watch is a metaphor for the impermanence of time and the vastness of space. It's a detail I find fascinating, and it's what sets Urwerk apart from other watchmakers. Now, let's talk movement. The UR-100V Lightspeed Ceramic is powered by the automatic caliber UR-12.02, developed with Vocher. It's the same movement used in previous UR-100 models, but that's not a bad thing. It's reliable, it's precise, and it's finished in Urwerk's signature industrial style: circular graining, sandblasting, satin finishes, the works. What this really suggests is that Urwerk isn't just about flashy innovations, they're about building on a solid foundation while pushing boundaries elsewhere. Here's the thing: this watch isn't for everyone. Priced at 67,000 Swiss francs, it's a statement piece for those who appreciate indie watchmaking at its most imaginative. From my perspective, that's exactly what makes it so cool. Urwerk isn't trying to appeal to the masses, they're creating something for the few who get it. This raises a deeper question: in a world where watches are often about status, is there still room for pieces that prioritize creativity and philosophy over practicality? Personally, I think there absolutely is, and Urwerk is leading the charge. So, here's my closing thought: the UR-100V Lightspeed Ceramic isn't just a watch, it's a conversation starter, a thought experiment, and a work of art. It challenges you to think differently about time, space, and even your place in the universe. Whether you love it or think it's over the top, one thing's for sure: it's unforgettable. What do you think? Is this the kind of watch that speaks to you, or is it too out there? Let me know in the comments below.